It's the release day of Minecraft Dungeons and I cannot wait to play it. Let's just load it and... Okay, it's really good, but I have a few criticisms. Why's the ground shaking? FBI, open up! Oh, holy sh**. And stay out my house! Oh, jeez. Oh, hi guys, it's me, VG, and I just, I may have just killed a redstone golem. Yeah, I have to admit, this sword is pretty damn useless now. Well, okay, looks like I'm going to have to get a replacement, but with that, I do still need to talk about Minecraft Dungeons, so let's get into it. Minecraft Dungeons, the game that everyone's heard about, but nobody knows what the hell its genre is. Because I've definitely played a dungeon crawler before, haven't I? On May 2020, the game took the world by storm, as probably the most famous and popular dungeon crawler in the history of dungeon crawlers to this day. Now, that's not to say the game has no flaws, it has plenty of them. And obviously, being a YouTuber, I must address them individually, because that's the only way to make a good YouTube video nowadays. I'm sorry that I'm ruining this game for you. My main complaint being this picture. Do you see the problem? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? You have to play this game. Not once, not twice, but 3 times to complete the entire game. Excessive much mojang? In all honesty, seeing how small the map is and how little levels there are, I'm kinda glad they did this in a certain fashion. I mean, I kinda wish they made more levels instead of just repeating all of them 3 times over. But besides that, I do actually quite enjoy the game, but only when I play it on hard mode. Okay, I better explain my reasoning behind this. When you play Minecraft Dungeons, there's 2 ways you can play it. You can either breeze through it, or suffer. You can't have a space in between. It's one or the other. And I think there's a good way to explain this. This here is footage from my first playthrough on Adventure Mode. Now, to explain the context behind this, there are 3 game modes in Minecraft Dungeons. You have Survival, Adventure, and Apocalypse. They're all basically just different difficulties of the same game, which is basically the 3 different versions of the game, which make it very, very annoying to complete the game. However, on this first playthrough of Adventure Mode, I decided to go on the hardest difficulty possible because I did that every single time in Survival. Now look what happens as we go through. So I start off just fighting the zombies casually, and then all of a sudden I get 2-shot. Holy shiitake mushrooms, what the hell was that? I mean, geez, I think that's a bit overboard. I'm pretty sure we should be allowed to play the hard modes, don't you think? But really, the rest of the game is fairly polished. The creativity between the mobs is outstandingly brilliant. It can range from the simple mobs that were originally in Minecraft, from creepers to skeletons to spiders to zombies, and then you have the variants of those, like the armoured skeletons and zombies and pillagers and whatnot. Then you have the enchanted versions, and those are all fairly basic. But then you start moving on to other things, like, for example, royal guards, summoners, a bloody necromancer, and whatever the hell this monstrosity is. Get it? Because it's a redstone monstrosity. Not to mention that the game is visually stunning. I mean, it's no Minecraft shaders or RCX, but it's certainly a sight for sore eyes. And I feel as though that the cutscenes in this game, although still lacking, are some of the best parts of the game. They are visually stunning for one, and although the story is fairly lacking throughout the entire game, these few cutscenes are able to make such a difference in that factor, that I feel as though it could make an entire movie. Oh wait. However, there is one last thing I would like to cover before we end the video. And that is the controls. Oh, the controls. Now, if you're playing on any sort of controller other than a keyboard and mouse, then you should be fine, because it's pretty simple to move around. You just use the analog sticks instead of what the keyboard does, where you have to click to where you want to go. Why? So is Minecraft Dungeons a good game? No. I'm just kidding, it's a great game. But in all honesty, I do think it does have some flaws which could have been easily avoided, and whilst I still enjoy the game, I can't overlook those flaws. Not in my house!